Have you ever taken a bite of something spicy and instantly felt your mouth catch fire, even though the food wasn't actually hot? Your eyes water, your tongue burns, your heart rate jumps, and suddenly your brain is screaming, "Danger!" Yet the plate in front of you is barely warm. This strange contradiction has puzzled people for centuries. How can food that isn't hot feel like it's burning you? And why do millions of people around the world crave that sensation instead of avoiding it? Today, we're diving deep into the science, psychology, and evolution behind why spicy food feels hot, and why your body reacts the way it does. Let's explore right here on History of Simple Things. To understand this, we need to start with a simple truth. Spicy food isn't hot at all. The burning sensation you feel doesn't come from temperature, but from chemistry. The main culprit is a compound called capsaicin, found in chili peppers. Capsaicin is completely flavorless and odorless, yet it has an incredible ability to trick your nervous system. Inside your mouth and all over your body are pain receptors called TRPV1 receptors. These receptors normally activate when you're exposed to real heat, usually around 43 degrees Celsius or higher. Their job is to warn your brain that something is dangerously hot and could cause injury. Capsaicin binds to these same receptors, essentially flipping the heat alarm switch, even though there's no actual rise in temperature. Your brain doesn't know the difference. It just receives a signal that screams, "Burning!" Once those receptors fire, your body reacts exactly as it would to real heat. Blood vessels expand, causing redness and warmth. Sweat glands activate to cool you down. Your eyes may water, your nose might run, and your mouth produces extra saliva in an attempt to wash the irritant away. This is why eating spicy food can feel like a full-body experience rather than just a taste. It's not all in your head, but it is happening in your nervous system. Essentially, spicy food is a controlled illusion, a harmless chemical prank played on your brain. But here's where it gets even more fascinating. Pain is usually something we avoid, so why do so many people love spicy food? The answer lies in how your brain handles discomfort. When capsaicin triggers pain receptors, your brain responds by releasing endorphins, natural chemicals that reduce pain and create feelings of pleasure or euphoria. These are the same chemicals released during intense exercise or moments of excitement. For some people, eating spicy food becomes a kind of thrill, similar to riding a roller coaster. You know it's safe, but your body reacts as if it's facing danger, and the emotional payoff can be surprisingly enjoyable. Tolerance also plays a huge role. The more often you eat spicy food, the less intense it feels. Repeated exposure causes your TRPV1 receptors to become less sensitive, meaning it takes more capsaicin to produce the same burning sensation. This is why someone who regularly eats chili-heavy dishes may barely flinch at a level of spice that leaves others in tears. Over time, what once felt unbearable can become comforting or even bland. This gradual desensitization explains why spice tolerance varies so dramatically from person to person and culture to culture. Speaking of culture, there's an evolutionary twist to this story. In many hot climates, spicy foods have been part of traditional diets for thousands of years. One reason is that capsaicin has antimicrobial properties, meaning it can help kill or inhibit bacteria. Before refrigeration, adding spicy peppers to food may have helped reduce the risk of foodborne illness. Over generations, people adapted not just biologically but culturally, learning to enjoy flavors that also offered subtle survival benefits. What started as a practical solution eventually became a defining feature of regional cuisines. Another curious aspect of spicy food is how it spreads heat. Capsaicin is fat-soluble, not water-soluble, which explains why drinking water after eating something spicy often makes things worse. The capsaicin simply floats around your mouth, continuing to stimulate pain receptors. Dairy products work better because they contain casein, a protein that binds to capsaicin and helps wash it away. This is why milk, yogurt, or even cheese can provide relief when your mouth feels like it's on fire. It's not a myth, it's chemistry. Interestingly, spicy food can even affect parts of your body far beyond your mouth. The same receptors that detect capsaicin in your tongue exist in your stomach and intestines. This can speed up digestion, increase stomach activity, and sometimes cause that familiar burning sensation later on. For some people, this leads to discomfort. For others, it's barely noticeable. Again, tolerance and individual sensitivity make all the difference. So why does spicy food feel hot? Because your nervous system is being expertly fooled. Capsaicin hijacks your pain receptors, convinces your brain you're touching fire, and triggers a cascade of physical and emotional reactions, all without any real heat involved. It's a powerful reminder that taste isn't just about flavor, but about perception, sensation, and the intricate wiring of the human body. In the end, spicy food sits at a unique intersection of pain and pleasure, danger and delight. What feels like fire on your tongue is actually a sophisticated chemical signal, a harmless illusion that your brain interprets as heat. Whether you chase the burn or avoid it entirely, every spicy bite tells a remarkable story about how your body senses the world and how easily those senses can be tricked. Thank you for watching. If you have suggestions for our next video, feel free to share them in the comments below. We'll be sure to give you an acknowledgement for your contribution. Thank you for joining us on this journey through the history of simple things. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and stay tuned for more stories woven through the smallest details.